Welcome, dear dreamer. Take a deep breath and let your thoughts slow down. The day is behind you now, and the quiet of the night begins to wrap itself around your mind like a soft blanket. You are about to step into a secret garden that exists only when the clock strikes midnight. It is a place where time does not rush, where every leaf glows faintly under the moonlight, and where the air itself seems to hum with peace. Let yourself drift there as you listen. Let go of all that happened today. You are safe here. You are home among the night's gentle whispers. The garden gates stand before you, made of old iron, cool to the touch. They are covered in ivy, silvered by the moon. When you push them open, they do not creak. They sigh, as if happy to see you again. Beyond the gates lies a narrow path made of pale stones, glistening faintly with dew. Every step feels soft beneath your feet. The night insects are singing somewhere in the tall grass. Their rhythm is slow, hypnotic. The sound of their wings blends with the soft breathing of the wind that moves lazily through the leaves. You walk deeper into the garden. The air smells of earth after rain, of jasmine and mint, of secrets kept by nature herself. A lantern hangs from a low branch, glowing with golden light. It swings gently as if welcoming you. In the distance, a small stream murmurs, its sound weaving into the night's song. You follow it, feeling the coolness of the air against your skin, feeling your body relax with every step. The moon is high now, bright but gentle, bathing everything in silver light. You notice a group of white flowers opening slowly, as if they have been waiting for this moment. Their petals shine like pieces of the moon. A small moth lands softly on one of them, resting for a moment before continuing its quiet flight. You smile. Everything here moves in harmony, with no hurry, no noise, no worry. The garden breathes with you, and you breathe with the garden. Farther ahead, you find an old marble bench beneath a willow tree. Its branches hang low, brushing the ground like silky curtains. You sit down, feeling the smooth, cool surface beneath your fingers. The willow sways gently above you. You close your eyes for a moment, listening to the layers of sound. The insects, the rustle of leaves, the soft whisper of distant water. Each sound is like a note in a quiet lullaby written just for you. Somewhere nearby, a night bird calls softly, a single note echoing across the garden. Then silence follows, but it is not empty. It is full of peace. You open your eyes again and look around. The stars above seem close, as if they could fall into your hands if you reached for them. You notice the reflection of the sky in a small pond nearby. It looks like another universe lying just below the surface. Tiny fish move slowly in the water, their movements creating ripples that shimmer under the moon. You stand up and walk toward the pond. The air here is cooler, touched by the mist rising from the water. You crouch and trail your fingers through it. It feels like silk, like something both real and dreamlike. The reflection of the moon ripples and dances around your hand. You smile again, because it feels like the garden is alive. It watches, listens, and welcomes you in its quiet, ancient way. A soft breeze blows from the north, carrying with it the scent of lavender and wild herbs. You follow it, deeper still, until you find yourself before a small archway of vines. Behind it lies another part of the garden, hidden even from the moonlight. You step through. Here everything is darker, softer. The sound of the insects becomes clearer, like the gentle ticking of time. Fireflies float through the air, blinking softly like stars that have decided to walk among the flowers. Each flash of light warms your heart, reminding you of calm summer nights from long ago. You take another deep breath. The air here tastes sweet and cool. You feel your shoulders relax, your heartbeat slow. The night has wrapped itself around you now. There is nothing left to do but listen, breathe, and dream. You walk slowly through the archway, feeling the vines brush softly against your arms. On the other side, the path widens, covered with soft moss that cushions each step. You hear the quiet sound of water dripping somewhere nearby, steady and slow, like the heartbeat of the night itself. Every drop lands on a leaf or a stone, echoing gently before fading away. The sound is peaceful, endlessly patient. To your left, a small stone fountain sits beneath a canopy of ferns. The water spills from the mouth of an ancient carved face, perhaps a guardian of this secret place. Its expression is calm, timeless. The water glows faintly under the moonlight, as if carrying a secret light of its own. You sit near it for a moment, watching the ripples form and disappear, one after another. You could stay here forever and time would not mind. All around you, the garden hums with life too quiet to disturb. Crickets play their gentle song in the grass. A single beetle crawls across a rock, glistening like a drop of black glass. Every sound and movement fits perfectly together, forming a delicate pattern only nature could compose. You realize that this place has no boundaries. It exists somewhere between dream and memory, between what is real and what only the heart can imagine. You stand and begin walking again. The moss gives way to a new path lined with stepping stones. Each stone is warm from the day's fading sun, holding the memory of daylight even as the night deepens. The air is filled with a distant fragrance. Orange blossoms, perhaps, or something older, sweeter. You follow the scent. It leads you toward a grove of trees whose trunks twist like the flow of rivers. Their leaves shimmer faintly, touched by moonlight. Somewhere within that grove, you hear a faint rhythmic sound, the wings of 1,000 tiny moths, fluttering like soft rain. As you enter the grove, the air becomes cooler again. It feels like walking into a gentle dream. The trees seem to part before you, creating a corridor of light and shadow. You notice the ground is covered with fallen petals, pale and soft, creating a carpet beneath your feet. Each step releases a faint perfume, like powdered sugar and spring wind. You feel lighter, calmer, more distant from the noise of the waking world. It is as if every worry you carried here has quietly dissolved into the air. Ahead, there is a small gazebo made of white wood, half covered with vines. A lantern hangs at its center, its flame slow and steady. The glow spills onto the surrounding flowers, painting them gold. You step inside. The bench within is cushioned with faded silk, soft from years of moonlit nights. You sit, resting your hands on your knees, letting your eyes wander. Outside, the night stretches endlessly, a sea of silver and blue. The garden seems to breathe with you, slowly, deeply. The leaves rustle in rhythm with your breath. You begin to feel that this place is alive, aware of your presence, and at peace with it. The air grows warmer again, the scent of jasmine returning like a familiar melody. The insects continue their song, gentle and unbroken. Their sounds echo between the branches, turning the silence into music. You close your eyes for a moment, and your mind drifts. You imagine that this garden has existed for centuries, waiting quietly under the moon. Perhaps travelers once came here to find rest after long journeys. Perhaps lovers met here in secret, whispering promises under the same stars. Now it is only you and the garden and the night. The stories of the past seem to float around you like mist, invisible but present. You take another deep breath and open your eyes again. Something catches your attention. A faint glow deeper in the garden, beyond the gazebo. It flickers softly, like candlelight seen through a veil. Curiosity leads you forward once more. You walk past the vines and flowers, stepping carefully over roots that twist like sleeping serpents. The glow grows brighter with each step until you find yourself standing before a small clearing. At its center lies a circular pool of water, still and perfectly round. Around it bloom white lilies, their petals opening toward the stars. The glow comes from the water itself, shimmering from beneath the surface as though the moon has chosen this place to rest. You kneel beside it, entranced. The reflection of the sky moves gently across the surface. You dip your fingers into the water, and ripples spread outward in silver rings. Feels cool, alive, ancient. A breeze passes through the clearing, brushing against your skin like a soft whisper. The insects grow quieter for a moment, as if listening. The night seems to pause. Then, slowly, the sound of their wings returns, softer than before. The stars above you shimmer, and for a brief moment, you feel that you are part of them, part of the garden, part of the night, part of something greater and eternal. You rise again, breathing deeply. The path that led you here seems to wait behind you, glowing faintly under the moonlight. You begin to walk back, slowly, peacefully. Each step takes you deeper into rest, deeper into the soft embrace of sleep. The garden continues to sing, its voice wrapping around your thoughts like silk. You know that when you close your eyes again, this place will still be here, quiet, waiting, and endless. You walk along the soft, silver-lit path, guided only by the moon above and the whisper of the leaves around you. The air feels lighter here, filled with a faint shimmer of mist that swirls slowly near the ground. It glows softly in the moonlight, like fine dust made of dreams. Every breath you take feels cool and sweet, as if the air itself carries peace into your lungs. Your steps are slow now, unhurried, as if the garden has lulled you into its own rhythm. To your right, a small hill rises gently, covered in tall grass that moves like waves when the wind passes. At the top of the hill stands a single tree. Its trunk is twisted, old, and strong, and its branches spread wide like open arms. You walk toward it, the grass brushing softly against your legs. Each blade sparkles with drops of dew that reflect the moonlight like tiny jewels. The insects sing faintly from the distance, their steady rhythm calming every thought that still lingers in your mind. When you reach the tree, you rest your hand on its bark. It feels warm despite the coolness of the night. You sit beneath it, leaning your back against the trunk. From here, you can see the entire garden below, a sea of silver and green, dotted with soft lights from the lanterns and fireflies. The air moves gently around you, carrying the scent of roses, herbs, and earth. You close your eyes and listen. The sound of the wind through the branches mixes with the hum of the night insects, forming a soft lullaby. In the distance, you hear the faint splash of water, maybe from a small waterfall or a stream winding through the hidden parts of the garden. It's a steady, comforting sound, like time flowing slowly and kindly. You imagine that the stream has been singing the same quiet song for centuries, never hurried, never tired. Everything here feels eternal, untouched by the world outside. The longer you sit, the more your thoughts begin to drift away, dissolving into the silence. The stars seem to draw closer. You watch them between the branches, their light flickering gently as the leaves sway. Somewhere in the far sky, a cloud moves lazily, glowing softly around its edges. You feel a quiet joy, deep and still, the kind that doesn't need words or reasons. It's the feeling of simply being here, alive, surrounded by calm and beauty. You take another deep breath and let it out slowly, feeling your whole body sink deeper into relaxation. After a while, you rise again and walk down the hill. The ground beneath your feet is soft and warm. The path now leads toward an area you haven't seen before, a row of archways made from old stone, half covered with moss and wildflowers. The moonlight spills through them in gentle stripes. You step through the first arch and the air grows still. Through the second, you hear the faint buzz of insects closer now, blending with the sound of gentle wind. Through the third, you enter another garden, smaller, quieter, more secret. This new part feels older, like something that has been sleeping for a long time. The flowers here are darker shades of purple and blue, glowing faintly in the dim light. There is a pool at the center, round and clear, with floating petals on its surface. You kneel beside it, watching your reflection shimmer. The water mirrors the stars above, but you notice that the stars in the reflection seem to move differently, slowly, dreamlike, as if the pool shows not the sky above, but another world entirely. You feel as though you could fall into it and drift among the stars forever. A small sound breaks the stillness, a soft flutter of wings. You look up and see an owl gliding silently across the garden. Its feathers are pale and smooth, almost glowing. It lands on a nearby branch, looking at you with calm, golden eyes. For a moment, you and the owl simply share the silence. There is no fear, no distance, just quiet understanding. Then, with a slow movement of its wings, it takes flight again, vanishing into the silver night. You watch the air where it flew, feeling that its presence somehow deepened the magic of this place. The insects continue their quiet chorus, rising and falling like waves. A frog croaks softly by the water, and the sound echoes in the stillness. The scent of jasmine grows stronger again, carried by a lazy wind that seems to move in circles around the garden. Every sense feels open, gentle, unburdened. You could stay here for eternity, listening to the slow, endless song of life. You lie down on the soft grass beside the pool. The blades bend beneath you like silk. You stare up at the stars, watching them twinkle through a thin veil of mist. The night air settles around you like a blanket. You close your eyes and listen. Just listen. The garden hums with quiet life, each sound distant and near at the same time. It feels like the whole world has stopped to rest with you. Your breathing slows. Your body feels lighter. Thoughts drift away, one by one, like leaves floating down a gentle stream. You are not thinking anymore, you are only feeling, existing, resting. Somewhere deep in your mind, the rhythm of the night insects becomes the rhythm of your heartbeat. You are part of this night now, part of its calm, part of its silence. You lie there for a while, not moving, letting the garden breathe around you. The night has reached its deepest point now. The air feels heavier, richer, filled with the scent of earth and flowers. The moon is high and still, bathing everything in pale silver. Every leaf, every stone, every drop of dew seems to glow from within. The insects continue their steady song, quiet but endless, like the pulse of the world itself. Your eyes drift half open, then closed again. You see faint patterns of light behind your eyelids, shifting slowly like ripples on calm water. It feels as if you are floating, neither fully awake nor asleep. The garden holds you gently, the air warm against your skin. You sense the grass beneath you, soft and cool, supporting you without effort. Every muscle in your body relaxes, every breath flows easily and deep. You imagine the roots of the tree nearby spreading deep into the ground. They twist and turn, holding the earth together, whispering to each other in the dark. You feel connected to them somehow, part of their quiet conversation. The garden's life flows through you, slow and steady. You are not separate from it. You are the breeze, the water, the earth, the light. All boundaries fade away until only calm remains. A soft wind begins to move through the leaves, making them shimmer. The branches above you sway gently, their shadows dancing across your face. Somewhere nearby, a small waterfall begins to murmur again, blending with the hum of the insects. The sound is so natural, so perfect, that it feels like a lullaby sung by the night itself. You listen, eyes closed, letting the melody carry you. Each sound seems to wash away the last traces of thought, the last weight of the waking world. The stars overhead begin to blur softly, their light bending as mist rises from the ground. It swirls in slow circles, cool and delicate, wrapping the garden in a dreamlike glow. You watch it drift past the pool of water, past the flowers, past your fingertips. It moves as if alive, a gentle spirit of the night keeping you company. You take a slow, deep breath, and as you exhale, your body sinks deeper into the earth's quiet embrace. You feel safe, protected, and deeply at peace. The sound of the night insects grows softer now, but steadier. Their rhythm becomes slower, calmer, like a heartbeat slowing before sleep. A few fireflies float through the air, blinking gently in and out of view. One lands on your hand for a moment, a tiny light resting against your skin. You watch it glow, fading in and out, until it lifts away and disappears into the darkness. The faint trail of its light remains in your mind, glowing behind your eyelids. You can almost feel sleep approaching now, slow and kind. It moves like a tide, gentle and unstoppable. Your thoughts no longer form clear words. They drift, dissolve, and fade into the quiet hum of the night. There is no hurry, no noise, no worry here. Only the stillness of the garden, the softness of the air, and the steady breath of the world around you. In this silence, even time feels different. Minutes stretch into hours or perhaps only seconds. The moon seems frozen above the trees, watching over you with its calm, silver face. You know that when morning comes, the garden will still be here, waiting, resting, hidden from the world until midnight returns. But for now, it belongs to you alone. You are its quiet guest, its dreamer, its keeper of peace. A final breeze brushes across your face, carrying the scent of night flowers. The air tastes sweet and cool. The leaves rustle once more, softly whispering something you can almost understand. A promise, maybe, or a blessing. You do not need to answer. You simply breathe, slowly and deeply, and let yourself drift further into rest. Your body feels weightless. Your thoughts are distant clouds. The night folds itself around you, warm and dark and endless. The sound of the insects becomes fainter still, like music from another world. And in that music, your heartbeat finds its rhythm. You are completely at ease, completely calm. Sleep comes quietly, like a shadow, like a friend. And as your mind drifts away, the secret garden remains, glowing softly under the moonlight, hidden beyond time. The stars shimmer above it. The flowers close their petals. The water sighs in the distance. Everything slows, everything rests. And the last thing you feel before you fall asleep is the peace of the midnight garden, breathing gently beside you.